Everyone, I'm Dr. Lori Austin, and I'll be teaching you your Stat 2 course, your online Stat 2 course this semester. I am sitting here with my little pup, Stella, who is often on my lap when I'm grading assignments and doing work for Stat 2. I just want to make this quick video to introduce myself and to kind of show you around the course a little bit, and I promise it will be fast. I've taught Stat 2 at RVCC for many years. I've worked at RVCC as a full-time faculty member for about 18 years now, and have been teaching for almost 30. So I look forward to teaching you this course this semester. I understand what it's like to be a student. I certainly understand what it's like to be an online student. All three of my kids are in their 20s, so they have either recently graduated from college or are getting there. One will graduate from Rutgers this spring, actually. So I am here to help you and hope that you have a great course. So again, I just kind of want to show you around a little bit. All right, so I just want to switch over to student view so I can see what you're seeing. So when you most of the course is set up already. I'm still working on tweaking some dates for the later part of the semester. But when you first get into the course, you just get this little welcome message and a summary of the tabs that we will utilize in this class. You will also get a to-do list, so don't be, don't go crazy. It's just going to list every single assignment as it's due. Everything you can find will be in modules. So let's go on over to modules. And your most important information is here under course information, of course. You've already selected the welcome video, and I actually just uploaded it today, which is August 23rd. So if you found it before August 23rd, that means you looked at an old video, but it's all pretty much the same information. Syllabus and important info. So please, click on that syllabus, and here's what is, go through the syllabus. I'm not going to sit and go through. You can read it yourself. All the information where to find me, especially my office hours, are there. My student hours in West 319 are listed, but I will definitely happily make appointments on Zoom. These are some preferred times: Monday 4 to 5, Friday 9 to 11:30. But if none of this works, then you just need to reach out and send a different time, and we can agree on a different time. As far as these appointments, the Monday 4 to 5 and Friday 9 to 11:30, I will only go on Zoom if I have an appointment with a student. I'm not going to just sit there and wait for students to come in. So you just need to email me ahead of time if you want to meet with me on Zoom. Office, you can certainly drop in on Tuesday or Wednesday afternoons. If you happen to be on campus another day and you want to drop in, just send me an email and I'll let you know if I'm there. There's the information for our department chair. Obviously, you're in this course, which means you likely completed Statistics 1. This is our textbook. I'll talk about that in a minute. We will utilize the Pearson MyStatLab because it does come with statistical software that you'll need for the course. So let's continue. Here's our general grading system. Your MyStatLab homeworks, which you get to do over and over until you get them right, is 10%. Just your general forum questions. This just lets me know, hey, you're doing the readings. So where stats I found is so much different from other textbooks is you really need to read the chapters. I have videos to watch and everything, but you really need to read those chapters. There are also quizzes in MyStatLab. Big difference between a quiz and a homework. The quiz you only get to take once, so take it seriously. Sorry about that, I dropped something. Take it seriously. I will drop so many at the end, but unlike the homework, you don't get to redo them over and over until you get that 100%. Your test and your final exam, they will be in Canvas, so you do get to take them at home. There will be lockdown browser, and I'll give you all that information right before we start our first test at the end of September. I already discussed the difference between homeworks and the quizzes, and what the forms are, so you can read through this and understand what's going on. And again, I'll send more information as we approach our first test. If you do have any documented disabilities, please get that information to me as soon as possible. I'll also be sending more information about how to upload your work for the test, but it is all listed here in the syllabus as well. But as you progress down, what you will also find is these, this schedule should match the modules that I'm about to go through in Canvas. So in other words, I have a module for week 1, week 2, which will have all this information and dates. Week 3 would have all this information you can access. So unless I messed up somewhere, which is quite possible, the week 6 module should match this. So this is a little schedule you can print out for yourself. All right, so let's go back to modules. And let's see what else is under here. This is the Zoom office hour link that you will use, but you will only use that if you set up an appointment to meet with me. Again, I'm not just going to hang out on the computer. I'll only go in there if I have appointments. And this way, it's a one-on-one session. This is an important piece, RVC Student Resources. This is for you. It's for you to find out all sorts of information. There is a link, you know, if you need technical or career support, if you need to know where the tutoring center is, if you need to look something up in the student handbook, academic, emotional support, anything you need, you're going to be able to find it under our RVCC Student Resources. Your withdrawal and refund schedule. This is important. If you feel you can't be successful in the course because life happens and you need to withdraw, this is the dates that you can withdraw till. So that's important as well. And here's information on how to access. So there is a resource. It does cost money. This is just a 14-week course. So all you need is the shorter version, the less expensive version. If you are on any kind of financial aid, you have to purchase it in the bookstore. If you are not, sorry, I strongly recommend you just purchase it as you register through Pearson, because what's happened is, of course, the bookstore, even though it's just a code, is going to put a 20% markup on it. So I do encourage you to just purchase it directly, and all the directions are in here. Your 10th edition formula card. This is for you. You should have this out in front of you, print it, and have it out when you do any problem in this course. There, as you will see, if I click on this, I don't want to scare you by clicking on it. There are so many formulas we have to do in this class. So print that out. You get to have that on the test. I am not expecting you to memorize any formula. What I am expecting you is to utilize them correctly. And it's going to be hard enough to read a problem and determine what formula you should use. So that's there. A p-value calculator, that's just a website to help you calculate a p-value. Your formula card will only give you p-value estimates, not actual p-values. And then, of course, the TI-84, there's directions for that. This is a nice little something I conducted, the steps for conducting a hypothesis test. There are certain steps I expect to see on your exam work when you conduct a hypothesis test, so please read through that and you'll be encouraged to do that as well. So then we get into the work modules. So I put week 1 and 2 together because we're starting on a Wednesday and it's only a couple days, so I put the whole first week and a half together. Please do introduce yourself. You will see each set of modules starts with a short lesson with me doing a bunch of example problems. So please pay attention to how I do those example problems, because again, I'm kind of showing you those steps and the work that I expect you to see. And I talk about what I expect to see on exam work during those videos. And then there's notes. These are just some PDF notes to help you along. And of course, the homework sections. And this kind of continues. After so much, you will get a forum question to answer and you will get a quiz to do. So what is not here and what you can easily access and should be doing alongside? So you're doing 8.1, 8.2. We're starting with a review of Stat 1. So that should give you a nice kind of easy start to the semester. But as you're going through, I'm going to show you where you can access. Once you get everything set up and follow the directions for My Stat Lab, you come over here to access Pearson. They've changed it if you've used Pearson before. And oh, okay, oh, sorry. I apologize. In order to do this, I actually have to get out of student mode. So let me leave student mode for a second because it just treated me like a student. Now, if I open Pearson, I should be good. There we go. Okay. So once you get everything set up, you can just open your textbook. And of course, it doesn't want to work for me right now. Sorry about that. Maybe I already have it open. There we go. Again, let me try one more time. There we go. Okay, sorry. So when you get into My Stat Lab, it's easier, I think, to actually do your assignments here because you get like a full page view. When you do this assignments embedded through Canvas, you get like this little tiny screen and it's a little difficult to see. It'll all connect to the gradebook, so it doesn't matter where you actually do them. E-text contents, view e-text for your course. To go to the bookstore, go on Amazon if you want an actual textbook itself. But the e-textbook has everything in it. There's an interactive, accessible e-textbook and all the assignments. So we'll be starting in chapter inferential in chapter 8. So this is what I mean by, reading a stats book. It's good to kind of read through. They give some good examples, and they also provide a really nice job at the end of each section of, well, not the confidence interval, because this was an introductory section, but some of the other ones. Here, we'll go to a hypothesis test. And I'll show you real quick. Yeah, here we go. These purple blocks in the textbook just, again, go through those steps you need to see and you need to show when doing a hypothesis test. Clearly in this course, we're going to be doing a lot of hypothesis tests, so it's really good to get that down. All right, so I'm going to go back to our Canvas course. Here we go. So again, I'm just giving you a short kind of rundown of the class. You need to read through it. Take your time. I'm here, of course, to answer any questions. I look forward to a great semester. I will be providing also other videos on how to utilize the StatCrunch feature, which is really helpful because you are going to get problems in My Stat Lab with large sets of data. You will be given that option to pull it into the statistical software. So I will be posting a video in the first 2 weeks of the semester on really how to navigate that statistical software. We're kind of moving away from doing all of though on the test you will have to do the calculations, and really moving towards interpreting what these results mean. All right, so again, welcome to the course. One last thing, you will hear from me regularly under announcements. I will post, well, I'm not going to go there now because I have a lot of old announcements, but I will be posting announcements regularly, like 1 to 2 per week will come out from me throughout the course, reminding you of a few things. Maybe if I extend something, if I'm getting a lot of questions about stuff, that's how I will communicate regularly, not through the email, but through announcements. If you do need to email me and get in touch with me, please use the email here in Canvas and not Outlook. It's just much easier. When you send me an email in Canvas, it automatically tells me what class you're in, so it becomes much more helpful for me to respond. Again, Looking forward to it. An awesome semester, and I can't wait to read all your introductions. Thanks.